Have you ever wondered how to make your videos more cinematic? Today I'm going to show you how to make a professionally lit setup on a budget. We'll go through the essential gear, setup tips and techniques that you will need to create stunning visuals with the affordable gear. One of the best ways to get a professional and engaging image is using 3-point lighting. Breaking this down, 3-point lighting is your key light, your fill light and your backlight. We'll go through each of these so that you can break it down and play around with these in your own setup. The key light is your main source of light. It will be the strongest in your image. As you can see from this image here, it is on my left side. You'll then have your fill light, which will fill in the dark shadows and give your image that little bit more depth and reveal some more detail for the viewer. The backlight is one of the most important as it creates depth in your image. It separates your subject from the background. Here's a little example of my setup with only one of each of these. So what gear do you need to get this look? You don't need to burst the budget for this. You can get this for around 150 to 200 pounds, the equivalent in dollars on the screen now. Here are some of my go-to recommendations. For your key light, you may want to go for one of the newer LED panels. The one that I have is the 240 LEDs. These are in the region of 50 to 100 pounds. For the fill light, currently I am using the Elgato key light. However, you could also utilize another one of the LED panels from Newer and just tone down the power intensity. You could also use a desk lamp with a little bit of diffusion in the form of a greaseproof paper put over the front of the lamp. Ensure that this is a safe distance away so that you don't burn the paper. You could also pick up a £30 ring light and this would do the same thing. For your backlight, I would like to recommend the Aperture MC as it gives you the RGB colours that you may want to influence your image with a little pop of colour on one side or round your hair light. You could also use practical lighting for this in the form of a candle or even a light within your scene. For a successful 3-point lighting setup, you want to have your key light at 45 degrees to your subject. You will then want your fill light to be opposite, filling in those shadows that the key light has created. For the backlight, sit it behind you, off to 45 degrees, or directly behind you, ensuring that it is not hitting straight down your lens, as this will blow out your image and make the details that you've fought so hard for with the key light and your fill light to be indiscernible. In order to push certain feelings within this, you can also play around with the angle of these lights as it is not a hard and fast rule. You can move your fill light round to create hard chiseled features with the shadows. A lot of the common mistakes are very easily avoidable. One such mistake is overexposing your image. You can simply make sure that the lights are far enough away from your subject to avoid this or adjusting the intensity. Often you can run into the issue of having an unbalanced image whereby the fill light is overpowering your key light and washing out your image and the details overall. Simply adjust the intensity of your fill light to ensure that you're getting a ratio of 2:1, or for more dramatic images, a ratio of 4:1. Another common error is negating to use the backlight. It's always good to include the backlight to ensure the separation of your subject from its background. If your character is wearing dark clothes and there's a dark background, there is no chance of you being able to see where that character starts and ends with its background. A quick bonus tip is to use the RGB function on your backlight to introduce a pop of colour. You can also do this for your key light or your fill light just to increase the drama within your scene or convey a certain tone that you're looking for. Another quick bonus tip is that you can utilize what you have. Nature provides one of the biggest softboxes possible, and it serves well as a fill light for your subject. In this example, you can see that I shot initially with it as a backlight, but it wasn't really giving the look that I was looking for. So I shifted myself 45 degrees, and in this example, it worked phenomenally. As you can see, utilizing what you have and affordable lights, you can get stunning cinematic images for your talking head 3-point lighting. If you found this useful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below with what you would like to see in future videos. Until next time, take it easy.